Well, what are we fixing today? Today we're up in my bedroom. Yeah, there's the bed. I sleep there a lot. Well, not as much as you would think. Anyway, we have some windows that need some attention. These are, original to the house windows. The house is just like 4 years shy of 100 years old. So these are old windows. Double sash hung. Well, let's get a better look at them. But right now, they don't work. They're like open all the time. And City Hall next door is mowing the lawn, so we have to put up with that noise. But, we're going to work on this. Do a little refurbishment to the window hole. Some of it includes painting and caulking, which that ain't me. So the boss is going to come up and help us. So you get to see the boss help. I'm going to do the mechanical stuff. So let's get going with that. Here we go. All right. So we got 3 windows here. The one over there has had some work done. But these windows are covered up with something before, so I couldn't get at them when I had to fix that one. So now we're going to work on this one. I think I can keep this out of my way. Like so. Keep the curtain out of there. Let's pull this up. It's just rotten. These I put up, 30 years ago. So these aren't original to the house. Let's get them out of here. Oops. Totally shocked. Now, as you can see, there's a storm window outside. No screen. We almost never open these things. But the problem is that this window has been open here forever. Open just in a storm. And this sits here and rattles. And this thing is missing its clamper. And these ropes that are supposed to hold up the sash are busted and gone. So we're going to replace all that stuff with chains. And the windows don't have putty. No putty in there, so it leaks right through the window. So that the boss is going to fix. And the paint is feeling really bad out there. That the boss is going to fix too after I clean it up. So I'm going to clean up these windows, get them out, change the sash things, and we'll get going from there. All right? Okay. All right. Let's get this out. Get these out. We're going to take out these strips. Probably don't have to take this one out, but I do have to take that crap off of there. Well, let's get this strip off first. Just going to mark a little, I don't know if you can see it. I'll mark a little R on this one so I know this is from the right side. Okay. There's nothing holding this in now. So this is going to have to be all this putty scraped off. It needs to be painted. So just put that over there. This one has its own separate sash bar. And this comes out by pulling on this, I believe. Okay. Yeah. You take it out on top first and then foist it out from down there. Ah. Mark that one as right. I wonder if I can get this out without that. I bet you I can. Yep. Alright. Well, this one still has the rope attached to here, but the rope isn't attached to the weight anymore. And this one also has no putty. Well, some. I guess it has more. So let's get this out of here the rest of the way. There's left. Okay. Take this out so I can see the weights. Mark it as right. Okay. So here we have the weights, and now if I pull on this, it doesn't pull on anything because the weight is broken. The weights are in here. That's the weight to the other window. So the way this works, there's a weight in here. There's a pulley up there for each window. And the weight pulls the window up. But when it's a 100-year-old rope, it breaks. So here I got one rope that's still hanging. It's going to the top window up on this side. The bottom one is broken. Okay, I don't know where I lost you there. But I got all 4 weights out of this one and the 1 weight out of that one from that window. There's 1 weight still hanging in here from the top window here, because the bottom one is obviously broken. So I need to find a paint scraper to scrape all that paint, white stuff loose so that she can repaint that. I don't think we should repaint this. This should be varnished. So let's see if I can find some shellac. Do that. Get all of this off so that window works right. And then I'm going to work on getting these replaced with chains. Okay, let's do a little cleanup here. Got myself a vacuum. Put these somewhere else. All right, here's a tool I don't use very often, detail sander. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, got most of that white stuff off of there. I think good enough. We can varnish over that. This is junk. More suction. All right. Let's get this plastic off of here. All right. Now let's clean up the windows a little bit and get the dirt off of those. Okay. This is some temporary sealer stuff that I put on the windows in the winter sometimes. Sometimes I don't because I'm lazy. But that's what that is. These are going to have to be washed before they can be painted, I guess. Okay, the next step of this is going to be here. These are hooks to go on the weights, chain, springs to go on the windows, probably on the weights too, I don't know. Didn't really have instructions. So step one is going to be to put the window in get it close, and then figure out how long the chain needs to be, and da 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 da. So the top window was the one with the multi-glass. I'm pretty sure it sits like this. Yep, green out. So I have to figure out how this works. These, and then this probably sits in here like exactly like that. So if I take the chain, unhook this bread tie that they use to tell me where the end of it is, so that could be handy later. If I squirrel this on here, actually I would squirrel on the other side easier, but let's do this side anyway. Squirrel this on here. There it goes. And we're in the middle. And this would run like this and up. Then I gotta figure out how long it's gotta be. So my advantage is this top one on this side is still here. So I guess I know about where the weights need to be when the window's up. There must be that much room down, I'd assume. So I put this here. Down this side. This is up all the way. Just to reach to about here. Roughly. So we'll say this is all hidden, so we'll say mark there. Alright, this is what I'm doing. This is about the middle of the window, or about here. So this window I know all the way up, the weight is hanging right there. So if I put this all the way up, I know that the little stopper is right there where my finger is. Right? He's there. Let's make a little better mark. Right about there. So when I got it in there, and this is going to have to sit right about there and go over this pulley. Right? Then it's got to come down. The silver pulley is there. This other way. That's got to come down to where this weight is. Which is So if I cut this off here, like so, it looks like there's just as many hooks as there are springs. So you can pick whichever one works the best for your situation, I would guess. Because this would probably work on the window as well. Yes, it would. Alright. So let's use this one on the window side. And this will figure out how to connect weight to it. So I got this, pinch it. That's a pretty good pinch. Can I get out? Let's open the pulley. That's farther than all the way down. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe I go this way. That's as far as I can pull the weight, right? But if this is here, and this little silver thing, oh, the little silver thing is in this. The little silver thing is in this hole. There, I can open this. Kind of how this goes. This one goes basically all the way down. Now, actually, well, that's probably far enough. But I could use another 2 inches, huh? I wonder if all the chains should end up being the same length. These don't have to come down this far. The other ones are going to have to be longer. Because we got this gap. Then when it goes up, well, that's not where I thought it would be. Oh yeah, 2 inches longer. Well, I'm going to add an extra 2 inches onto this chain. Alright. This is 041 stainless lock wire. This will not come out of there. Will not rust. Will not a lot of things. So, let's take that out. Let's take this out. And on this end, does it matter? Doesn't matter. I'm going to add about that much. That's a pretty good splice. 2 layers of that wire is at least the same stencil trace of this chain, so we're not going to pull it that hard with, you know, 5-pound weights. So let's cut another one. This length. Third one, this length. That's my sample. Make this one up again. All right. So here's the reason I'm changing. This is my window. So this is where it's got a hole in the window, right? I'm using this in here. I'm afraid this thing could work and turn and then just release. Right? I mean, you'd have to jam it in like that and go, but then it might release. If this is in there, this takes up this horizontal space. This can't release. It can't turn. If it turns, it's not going to fit up there. It's not going to get out of there no matter what. So I think I had that wrong originally. And I think this side, when it comes through the weight hole, is never ever going to find a way out. I mean, it's there. It's always there. So, I'm just going to use this to feed this, because I made this one backwards. Use this to feed it up. Looks like it'll work fine. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You break my mind. Oh, Mickey. Mickey. That's not going to be able to pull in. That can be like that. Alright. Give me another one. So I need the spring on first. Into the hole. There. Let me grab a weight. The 100-year-old rope off the weight. This. And the weight. Go through the hole. Go through here. And squish it. And that's permanently on there. Okay, permanent enough. At least. That's all the way down on the bottom. Now let's see if the window will work. Here's the window. Brown side in, green side out. Just one of the weights. Kind of hold it there to kind of keep it in. Here's the other weight. Kind of hangs in the balance. All the way up. All the way down. Does what it oughter. Part way, doesn't matter. The weights, that balance the weight of the window pretty much. And away you go. So now I just got to do that for the rest of the windows. Well, I have to do it for this window and this window, because that window already has had it done. I'm not gonna, well, I can time lapse it, but let me finish this window first. Oh, I'm going to take the windows back out because they need to be worked on and painted and puttied and stuff. Disconnect that weight. Disconnect that weight. Now if these two pulleys are at the same place, and I could take that window and go all the way up and down. If the chain is exactly the same length, I should be able to make this window go all the way up and down. It's just that at rest, one way it'll be down a little more, the other way it'll be up a little more. That one don't have. Well, that one don't have the pulleys either. But it's got the air conditioner. It never moves. I'm not going to put them in that one now. But I am going to put it in this one. Right now here, if you look, that's the outside. So I need to find a piece of wood I can put in there, cover that up, or something. Insulation, something that won't interfere with the weights. I think a piece of wood that's about 3 inches wide, 1, 2, 3 feet long, and has some foamy glue on it. 3 inches by 3 feet and glue. Let's try that. I don't know how these go up yet. I haven't even seen them. My hands are dirty, so perfect. I want to know what they are. There's the barcode. There's the barcode. There's a barcode. This goes between the bars, which I don't have. Well, or I can go against the top, which I can't do. What I could do, sure I can. He's probably got to go up after. Maybe I can get the brackets up. Here's instructions. All of them, click them. onto there like that. Get them apart, you push that. Alright, I can do this. These need to be right here. So if I put the little pushy thing in the front, there we go, a little pushy thing in the front. Okay, we'll just mount this. Can't get in the way of the window. And we'll mount it right. Well, that's it for my part of it. The rest of it is painting and puttying and stuff my wife is doing. So I guess you won't get to see my wife this time. She's not home right now. But we will take some pictures. I'll add them to the end here. And you can see what it looks like when we're done. For now, it looks pretty good. They just got to come up with some weights for the bottom sash on that window. I got things up there for the shades. And everything else is ready, prepped for paint and putty. So that's it. Give me a like if you learned something or if this helped you. Oh, let me give you what this sash kit was. Bought this off of Amazon. I'll give you the links to this, but sash chain copper. Well, it's not copper. It's zinc dichromate plated. It's not copper. There's no copper in it. I used to work at a place that did plating. This is steel chain coated in zinc dichromate. Not copper. So boo for the copper, but yay for it's fine and it'll work and it'll work fine. And it's fine and it'll work. Ooh, I got myself a little dirty. Anyway, give me a like if this has helped. Let me know what you would have done differently. I know window replacement is going to happen sometime in the future. Maybe. Probably when my heirs, or whoever my heirs sell this house to is going to replace it. But yeah, I ain't replacing them. So, then, until next time, remember, if the window is open and you're cold, or the window is open and it's summer and you're hot, you probably should find a way to close the window, like I did today. Bye.